So Clement out of 1500. Pretty standard team. I think we're just going to go with our standard move where we lead Togekiss, Dusclops, and try to get the Trick Room off. Tyranitar is a problem in this situation because I definitely see the Tyranitar probably being weakness policy. We might opt for maybe a Dynamax Milotic option because Copperajah doesn't really threaten a lot of these mons. I do have Power Whip for Rotom Wash. I have Play Rough for Dragapult, and then the Quake. But as I've seen in other matches, it doesn't have the power to one-shot Tyranitar, which is a problem, especially if it's carrying weakness policy. Okay, so we see an Excadrill and a Rotom Wash. We don't see the Fake Out though. We had a defiant and a competitive Pokemon on our team, so we really shouldn't see an Incineroar come out for Fake Out pressure, especially with a Timinate. So we're just gonna get Trick Room up. And I suspected to see a nasty plot from the Rotom. So let's yawn into the Rotom Wash. And just Nightshade into the Excadrill to break a potential Focus Sash. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the Frisk again. We see Excadrill go back in place of Tyranitar. And we see the Thunderbolt taking out the Togekiss. So if I double into this Incineroar, I should be able to take it out. And a Max Quake special defense boost is definitely going to be able to help me out against the Rotom. You can't fake out the Dusclops, and once I Gigantamax, you won't be able to fake out the Copperajah either. Worst case, we could see a switch into Togekiss. But is that a safe move when you know I want to set up the Steel Spikes? Oh. So you can max lightning here and break the yawn. Or can you? Because Rotom has levitate, so it's not touching the ground. So Rotom should still fall asleep here. Nightshade into the Incineroar, and then we should see a Max Quake. And that's going to take out the Incineroar. Get us a special defense boost and help us against that Rotom, because that Rotom is a problem right now. Let's see how much this does. I'm curious. Not bad, about 40%. And Rotom's gonna go to sleep. Excadrill's gonna come back out. And we have 2 more turns of Trick Room. So once again, we're just going to Nightshade the Excadrill and Max Quake. This might not be enough to take out Excadrill. But it does, okay. Get another special defense boost, which is going to help us against this Rotom. And Rotom is going to take his turn 1 of sleep. Okay, so this is the problem. So I think now's the perfect time to start leveling into Rotom. And Tyranitar protects. So that's good for us. We're going to Nightshade the Rotom and get a max overgrowth. And do good damage. And prop the berry from Rotom. Rotom wakes up. And we're going to see a max darkness probably into that Dusclops. And with that +2 on special defense, Dusclops takes that very well. But we are going to see a -1. I'm worried about seeing Protect here from Rotom. Everything we have is super effective against Tyranitar, so if we activate the weakness policy, it's gonna be now. Oh, and I didn't lock in. Oh my goodness, that was actually the best play. My opponent is stacked though right now. We have to try to set up Trick Room. We're going to switch in Milotic to hopefully preserve the Kaparaja, but we are going to lose its special defense boost. Do you double in though? So we don't know where Tyranitar is speed-wise. I think we just Nightshade and Muddy Water and hope we outspeed Milotic outspeeds the Tyranitar. Ugh, and you protect. And Rotom avoids. Awesome. Well, I think the best thing we can do here is Pain Split the Tyranitar and hit it with an Iron Head. Tyranitar has to get the double protect. Oh, that still might not be enough in sand. Oh, and it just is. The sandstorm's over. And we still have Trick Room up. So do we risk the accuracy drop? The accuracy of Power Whip? I don't think we do. Especially since this Rotom has nasty plotted. And Nightshade is just enough to take it out. So I can't believe that timeout gave me the perfect play. Wow. I should not have won that, but that misclick saved the game. Okay, so our opponent is Rodent at 1521. We see the Colossal Gastrodon. I think we have to go Milotic here. Gardevoir and Incineroar. So you definitely bringing your Gastrodon here. So let's just coil and switch into Togekiss. So the Gardevoir does switch out, and Colossal comes in. And we do get a coil off with Milotic. Let's see what the Incineroar wants to do. It's probably going to Flare Blitz into the Togekiss. Okay. So I don't want to prop a... Let's target down this Incineroar. Oh, I should have yawned that slot. Okay, so now we gotta try to dry out my opponent's Trick Room and not activate Weakness Policy. Unless you side procced it. That's a bulky Incineroar. Max Overgrowth. So did you double into Milotic? That's the real question. Yes, you did. Okay, so we lose our Milotic and our Colossal answer. Weakness Policy and Berry. So let's Trick Room. And we have to Air Slash the Incineroar, hoping for a flinch. Colossal's Volcalith comes out and one-shots the Togekiss. So if we can get Trick Room up, this might be a good spot for Kaparaja, but it's going to be a tough one at that. Incineroar does get the flinch, so we do get Trick Room up. Actually, let's ally switch and start getting some special defense buffs. Oh, I didn't Dynamax. We do take out the Incineroar though. we bring up the sun. This is not looking good. But now, once again, we're playing the ally switch 50-50 mind game. And that should be all for Colossal's Gigantamax. Weavile. Shiny Weavile, nice. So I think here our best bet is just to double into. Did we Dynamax this time? Double into the Colossal. Being able to stall out my opponent's Dynamax was really helpful. We're gonna Pain Split. And hopefully this is enough to take it out. Oh, and it is. Alright. So what does Weavile do? Throat Chop. The thing is, Weavile really doesn't threaten the Caparaj at all. We've seen Throat Chop. There's probably Fake Out and Icicle Crash. So I'd have to say whatever comes out next, we'll have to prioritize that. And we're just going to Pain Split Steel Spike into the Gardevoir. Okay, and we're able to knock out the Gardevoir. I knew it was going to switch out turn one. It didn't want to, even with an Incineroar next to it, didn't want to take a Still Surge. And we're just going to see the Weavile Throat Chop again. And Dusclops just barely survives the Volcalith. Rocks. So grass disappears. And I believe we have one more turn of Trick Room. Yeah, we have one more turn of Trick Room. Steel Spike, Pain Split. And that should be game. All right. So we had another great match. Caparaj is just so hard to handle unless you're hitting it with a fire type, fire move, or some form of boost it, max flare. It's gonna take the hit. Even from a heat wave from things like Togekiss and stuff. It's just with the Assault Vest, it's just so bulky. So for our 10th battle, we have Arc. And a really interesting team. This might be a non-trick room match. That Charizard's scary though. Charizard and Gothitelle. Okay, so you were hoping to bait in the Trick Room. We're just gonna max guys at the Charizard. We could see a Hypnosis come out from the Gothitelle or a Fake Out. Hypnosis would be really bad here. But my opponent is also choosing to Dynamax turn 1. And we see the Charizard come out. Okay. So hopefully we get some good counterplay with the Milotic. And we hope that it doesn't get put to sleep by the Gothitelle. We really should have followed me from Togekiss. And we're just going to see a Fake Out instead. And you're going to target the Togekiss. Let's see how much this does to Charizard. Okay. So your fire attacks are weakened now. We're going to get some leftovers. I think here we just follow me and max Geyser again. I want to see this see if Gothitelle is faster than the Milotic, which it probably is. I don't think this Milotic has any speed investment whatsoever. And we see the max overgrowth come out from the Charizard into the Togekiss, and it's not going to do much. Okay, so Milotic is faster than the Gothitelle, and we're able to take down the Charizard. And a Psychic's going to come out from the Gothitelle. And that's enough to prop Togekiss's berry. We have one turn of Dynamax and Grassy Terrain up, which is negating some of that Wild Flames. And Milotic here is just in a really good spot. I'm curious to see who comes out next. Electric types of Valley. You do have a ghost type on your team, so you might be Explosion. Is that electric types of Valley? You're just gonna parting shot the Togekiss. That is fine. Who do you bring in though? Maybe Decidueye? Blastoids. Blastoids is going to take that a lot better. And I think the Psychic will finally take out the Togekiss. Nope, but the Wildfire Flames will. So there's no Machamp, so unless this Blastoise has a fighting type move on it, maybe like Spear or something, really have not much to worry about. Gothitelle could have Mystical Flames, but we do have Rain up right now. I think we just go Bisharp here. We'll Throat Chop into the Gothitelle and just launch a Muddy Water. Hopefully get some accuracy drops. So I believe Throat Chop does block Parting Shot, and that's going to get some good damage off. Blastoise does avoid. And Savali takes big damage. Okay, so we're going to Icy Wind. But you are going to give me a attack boost. And a special attack boost. Alright, here we go. So Sucker Punch should be enough to take out Savali. So I'm just going to Sucker Punch and recover. Because I think we see an Electric Attack go out into Milotic. But it failed. So what are you doing? T-Wave. On the plus side, Milotic is back up to full. And both of my Pokemon are +1 in their respective attack. So I think here we just Muddy Water and Throat Chop the Blastoids. Just what I thought. We see a T-Wave come out. Water Pledge is going to do a good amount. But we do land the Throat Chop. And Milotic gets the para. So the grass disappears, so that's it for passive recovery. So I just want to Sucker Punch again. And that's enough to take out the Blastoids. What does Savali do, though? Grass Pledge. Okay, so you're going for the pledges. And Milotic is paralyzed again. On the plus side, if the Gothitelle does have Mystical Fire, it's definitely going to show it now. And I want to guarantee a hit, so I'm going to Throat Chop over Sucker Punch. Hopefully we don't get paralyzed with either of our Pokemon again, but we do have Copperajah in the back, which is big and bulky. So I don't really think we have much to worry about at this point. And you double into the Bisharp. Okay, good move. And Milotic is going to get a Muddy Water off on both of these Pokemon. And that's enough to take out the Savali. We do prop a berry on the Gothitelle. And I think here we just start taking down Iron Heads and Muddy Waters. Let's see what my opponent chooses to do. The battle might just be canceled here. You're gonna fight it out. I'll take that. I tend to fight it out. I mean, if you know you're gonna get doubled into and you have one Pokemon left, like just take the turn. I usually don't cancel the battle unless it's like really bad. But there is match 10 and another win for the Copperajah GMAX team. Hey everyone, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I just want to let you know that you're only going to see a couple of the wins in this video, and then my record is going to be in the corner to keep track of my wins and losses throughout the matches. We'll have to see where I land it, but if you want to see more of my May International Challenge run, check the playlist down in the description for my VGC 2020 content. But anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.